Underneath where once stood the two giant Buddhas of Bamiyan, there is still much for archaeologists to uncover. In charge of the excavations is Dr. Zamarialai Tarzai. In the 1970s he ran Afghanistan's Archaeology Institute, but he then escaped to France just before the Soviet invasion in 1980. 2 decades later, the Taliban would blow up the giant Buddhas he'd once worked hard to preserve. Now, Dr. Tarzai fears Bamiyan's history is threatened again by unregulated development.
I've always said that in Afghanistan, archaeology is a luxury. The country needs schools, hospitals, homes, and of course security. But for a country to complete its national identity, it needs to know about its past glories, and in that sense, archaeology is essential.
All of Bamiyan Valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and any development is supposed to be strictly controlled. But mobile phone masts stick up from the town centre. Across the valley, new homes are being built on land that should be untouched. Archaeologists strongly suspect there are even more ancient Buddhist structures and artefacts buried under here. But unregulated building over the last 7 years now means it's extremely unlikely that these places will ever be excavated. Bamiyan is pinning its economic hopes on tourism, but that relies on developing the city in a way that protects its history.
The value of the heritage site is not very clear for the people. So sometimes they cannot understand what does it mean for the cultural heritage, and they don't understand the value.
Inside temples carved out of the rock are the remains of murals painted by monks. The faithful stopped here to pray as they travelled the Silk Road, an ancient trade route that connected China and India to the west. Unchecked development risks damaging the opportunity this place has to reveal its former glories. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera, Bamiyan.